In today's job environment, being certified marks the difference between getting your dream job and losing it. If you're a fresher or just someone who's starting up, it's highly likely that you're confused in choosing the right certification. I'm going to help you figure it out. I'm Rahul from Simplilearn, and today we're going to talk about AWS certifications. So what exactly is an AWS certification? It represents a degree of expertise in AWS. It is obtained after passing one or more exams provided by Amazon, and each different role, like the SysOps administrator, developer, or solutions architect, has a different exam associated with it. This in turn helps employees demonstrate and validate technical cloud knowledge, which means that the people who are certified actually know what they're talking about. I have seen a common misconception among people where they believe that just because they're certified, they're entitled to a job. That's not true. Now, without proper practice or hands-on experience, the certification is wasted on you. So remember, just because you're certified does not mean you'll get a job. It only makes the job application process slightly easier relative to someone who's not been certified. Now, why is AWS given so much importance? Some of the important reasons are: an AWS certified individual gains credibility for their skills in AWS. They also gain access to free practice exams which help them prepare for the next AWS certification. There's an increase in monetary compensations, which only means that they get paid more, and you gain recognition for your knowledge and skills in AWS. Right now we're in the AWS certification website, whose link will be in the description, and now we're going to talk about the types of AWS certification. As you can see here, there are 3 levels of AWS certification. There's the foundational level, associate level, and professional level certification. Now, the foundational level certification only requires you to have a basic understanding of how the AWS cloud works. Now, the AWS certified cloud practitioner is optional for the architect path, developer path, and operations path. It is mandatory for the specialty certifications like the advanced networking, big data, and security certifications. Now, the associate level certifications are mid-level certifications for a technical role. Now, a professional certification is the highest level of certification that you can have for a technical role. Now, you have the solutions architect for the architect path and the DevOps engineer certification for both the developer and operations path. So how do you decide which of these certifications is suitable for you? So you've seen here that AWS provides various certifications for a number of job roles like SysOps administrator, solution architect, developer. So you need to make the right choice, taking into consideration the areas of your interest and the experience level that you have. Now we're going to talk about each of these certifications in detail. So first, let's talk about the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. Now we all understand that AWS is a widely recognized product in the market. So this certification helps you validate how well you know the AWS cloud. So this is just the basic understanding. Now, it is optional for the developer path and the operations path. I would suggest it's a good idea to start here because it forms a solid bedrock on all the other things that you're going to learn soon. Now, more importantly, it does not require any technical knowledge of other roles such as development, architecture, administration, and so on. So it's a great place to start for newcomers. Now you have the architect role certifications. Now, this is for you if you're interested in becoming a solutions architect or a solution design engineer or someone who just works with designing applications or systems on the AWS platform. Now, first we have the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate Level Certification. Now, this certification is for you if you want to show off how well you can architect and deploy applications on the AWS platform. Now, it is recommended that you have at least a year of experience working with distributed systems on the AWS platform. At the same time, it's also required that you understand the AWS services and be able to recommend a service based on requirements. You need to be able to use architectural best practices, and you need to estimate the AWS cost and how you can reduce them. Next up, you have the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Professional Level Certification. Now, you will not get this certification unless you're done with the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate Level Certification. This is to show off your technical skills and experience in designing distributed applications on the AWS platform. Now, this does require you to have 2 years of experience working with cloud architecture on AWS. At the same time, it also requires you to be able to evaluate requirements and then make architectural recommendations. You also need to provide guidance on the best practices on architectural design across a number of different platforms. The developer level certifications are for you if you're interested in becoming a software developer. Now, the AWS Certified Developer Associate certification is to test how well you know how to develop and maintain applications on the AWS platform. It does require you to have a year or more of hands-on experience to design and maintain AWS-based applications. Like any software developer role, it is necessary that you know in depth at least one high-level programming language. It's also necessary that you understand the core of AWS services, uses, and basic architectural best practices. You need to be able to design, develop, and deploy cloud-based solutions on AWS platform, and you need to understand how applications can be created. You need to have experience in developing and maintaining applications for a number of AWS services like Amazon SNS, Dynamo DB, SQS, and so on. Now for the AWS Certified DevOps Engineer Professional Level Certification. Note here that this certification is exactly the same as the one you have under the operations role. So both of them are the same thing. So here it tests your ability to create, operate and manage distributed applications on the AWS platform. Now it is necessary or it is mandatory to have the AWS Certified Developer Associate certification or the AWS Certified SysOps Administrator certification with 2 or more years of hands-on experience in doing the same in AWS environment. It requires you to be able to develop code in at least one high-level language. You need to be able to automate and test applications via scripting and programming, and to understand agile or other development processes. The operation certifications are for you if you want to become a SysOps administrator, systems administrator, or someone in a DevOps role who wants to deploy applications, networks, and systems in an automatable and repeatable way. The AWS Certified SysOps Administrator Associate certification tests your knowledge in deployment, management, and operations on the AWS platform. Now, you need to have 1 or more years of hands-on experience in AWS-based applications. You need to be able to identify and gather requirements, then define a solution to be operated on AWS. You need to be able to provide guidance for the best practices through the life cycle of a project as well. Now the specialty certifications are for you if you're well versed in AWS and want to showcase your expertise in other technical areas. The AWS Certified Big Data certification showcases your ability to design and implement AWS services which can help derive value from a large amount of complex data. You are, however, required to have completed the foundational or associate level certification before you can attempt this. You need a minimum of 5 years of hands-on experience in the data analytics field as well. Next, we have the AWS Certified Advanced Networking certification. This validates your ability to design and implement AWS solutions as well as other hybrid IT network architectures at scale. This also requires you to have completed the foundational or associate level certification. You need to have a minimum of 5 years of hands-on experience architecting and implementing network solutions. And lastly, we have the AWS Certified Security certification. It helps showcase your ability to secure the AWS platform. You're required to have an associate or cloud practitioner level of certification, a minimum of 5 years of IT security experience, and 2 years of hands-on experience securing AWS workloads. Now say I wanted to schedule an examination. So for example, I want to do the Solutions Architect certification. So first I would go there. Now here I can click on register now and the process continues, or I can click on learn more. By doing this, again I can schedule the examination here. I can also get access to other data like the number of questions available, the cost of an examination, the portions I need to study, and so on. Now let's talk about the Solutions Architect certification with a little more detail. Now this certification exam costs $150 and the practice exam costs $20. Now here I can schedule the examination or download the exam guide. I've already downloaded the exam guide and here it is. Now this exam guide tells you about what you need to learn and what is expected from you. Here they want you to define a solution based on requirements and provide guidance in its implementation. It is also recommended that you know about how the AWS services work, 1 year of hands-on experience with distributed systems on AWS to identify and define technical requirements, and so on. The rest is available in the exam guide. And most importantly, they tell you the main content domains and their weightages. Now we have 5 domains. First domain is to design resilient architectures, which holds 34% of weightage. At domain 2, you have to define performant architectures. 3 is to specify secure applications and architectures, cost-optimized architectures, and 5 to define operationally excellent architectures. Now, like you've seen here, we've selected one certification and learned it in detail. You can do the same for any of these other certifications. You can press learn more and download their exam guide and learn everything that you need to know. So guys, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you guys have learned something new and informative. I hope this has helped you clear your doubts about what certification you want to take. In a way, has introduced you to the different certifications that are available to you. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.